Should the 49ers extend Brock Purdy this offseason? I mean,
is this another trick question?
Well, I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. Who just got 55? Trevor Lawrence got $55 million a year. Tua Tagovailoa got. It doesn't take a lot to get $55 million a year. That's probably going to be the price. He's not statistically having the best year, but still, I still think the price tag would be high. There's a lot of season left. Are you comfortable with that? Or would you like to do something else? What is the move with Brock Purdy this offseason for the win? Who wants to go first?
I mean, I will go first again, but I feel like I've been going first a lot. But I'll do
Ryan,
it.
No, wait a minute. Don't let him get away with it. Ryan won the last round.
Oh, that's
all
true.
right. Okay. I'll go first.
That's true. That is true. That's how it works.
You saw his face.
First, like the place I will be in after this game is over. if Grant's honest with everybody here. All right. Luckily, the 49ers don't have to make this decision right now. We have 10 games left in the season. But for the sake of this game, assuming the season continues the way it's going and Brock Purdy is trending 22 touchdowns and 17 interceptions, if he wants to take 2 years, $35 million, sure. Beyond that, what he's doing right now doesn't justify a payday. Not 50, 60 million long-term, no. But we'll see how the season plays out. Maybe he'll earn it. If he continues to play like this and he doesn't want 2 years, $35 million, and he wants to hold out, that's fine because I'm drafting the quarterback either way next year. But you cannot commit to long-term to what Brock Purdy is doing right now. That's my answer, and it's the best one.
It's definitely the best one so far.
That's wow. Yeah. Okay. I'll go. You're right, Ryan. They don't have to make a decision right now. They do have 10 games left, but they don't even have to make a decision at the end of this season. They can make a decision at the end of next season. And to me, when I look at the Brock Purdy situation, there's no reason to rush into things. Do you think the Jacksonville Jaguars wish that they waited a year? They had that. They had that option. They could have waited a year. I know, I understand, but they had the option to wait a year. They decided not to. The Miami Dolphins had the option to wait a year. They decided not to. Both bad decisions. Now, Dallas was in a different situation. They really couldn't wait because they couldn't franchise tag Dak. That was a part of his current contract. They had to make a decision, but it was the wrong decision. Now, maybe Jordan Love was the right decision, but maybe it wasn't. And it sure would have been nice to read the situation for one more year before you actually made the decision. Here's the way that I see it. Worst case scenario, after next season, not this season, Brock Purdy is exactly who you want him to be, and he is a franchise quarterback. All you're going to do is cost yourself like $2 million annually. It's not going to be that big of a deal. The salary cap is going up incrementally. So instead of paying him $60 million, you're going to pay him what, $62 million? But at the very least, you know exactly what you're getting and you're comfortable with it. I would rather pay a little bit of tax, a little bit of money, and know for sure than not know and pay the wrong player. If you pay the wrong player at this position, you are guaranteeing you are not going to win a Super Bowl. It's just the reality of it. So coach's favorite thing to say is don't put 20 on 10. 49ers, don't put 20 on 10 here. There's no reason to do so. You have until the end of next year to make this decision. Don't rush into this.
Yeah, I agree. You know, we should not extend Brock Purdy this offseason. Right about now, he seems to be regressing, let alone holding on to what he did last season. Right now, in my opinion, being able to pay him would mean that, number one, it's not just the coaching staff that's inept, it's the organization, man. Like, we're kind of like teetering on Pyongyang if we sign this kid after this season. Like, this is pretty bad. It's malfeasance. That's what it is, professional malfeasance. We cannot sign him. Also, if you just look at the money that Brock should be getting paid if you do force the issue, I don't know if the front office is too keen on signing another player prematurely after the offseason that we just got finished having with all of the guys that just got signed. And then lastly, I'll just close with this. The money that we would pay Brock in order to get extended, right? That would be top end money, right? Because that would garner the fact that we don't want to wait. We're trying to get this done now before it becomes more expensive. And you do that for a quarterback that he's the reason why you win, not the reason why, he keeps us from winning, or this is the guy that gets the ball out to all of our stars who happen not to be here right now. So he's not really the guy we need. Like, no, so all I'm saying is that I'll close with this. There were some people comparing Brock Purdy's numbers to Patrick Mahomes' numbers earlier this season. And nobody
so disrespectful to Brock, by the way, but go ahead.
So disrespectful. And nobody seemed to care that Patrick Mahomes' numbers were being compared to Brock Purdy when Patrick Mahomes all but had nobody on his offense. But now when we're starting to see what Brock Purdy can do with some certain players not on his offense, it seems to be the first excuse that people are running to, saying that, well, we can't have nobody on the field. I mean, but those are the numbers that you were comparing Brock Purdy to Patrick Mahomes when he had no Rashae Rice, no Isaiah Pacheco on his team as well, and an aging Travis Kelce. So, I'm the mayor of fair, man. Call it straight. That's all.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of troubling that you take away the offensive player of the year and suddenly his 3-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio is looking like 1-to-1. And everyone always would make fun of oh, practice interceptions. Who cares? Brock can do whatever he wants in practice. And then he goes out and play. It's like, well, now the interception issue is cropping up. And yeah, he needs help. But at the same time, you can't lose games on your own. Unfortunately, we all gave the same answer. So none of us win that round. Although I thought we all gave the right answer and gave good points. I just can't pick a winner.